Do you surf the web?
Yeah.
What's your favorite website? Girlsfromamsterdam.com.
No, it's actually it's a site called thevoyeurweb.com.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good.
People from all over the world send in their. Yeah, it's good. I'm a voyeur, so I like to see things I shouldn't see. Well, this is breakfast television, isn't it?
Yeah.
My favorite website is happyhappyjesus.com.
We like the other one better.
I just love to spread the word of the gospel in the morning.
When was the last time you didn't keep a promise?
I don't know. I'm pretty good at keeping my promises. I'm Italian, Catholic, so I get guilty very easily. So I try to keep my promises.
When was the last time you screamed shit?
Oh, this morning. Ding, Michael. You have an interview in 10 minutes, you know.
If you could invite one famous person over for dinner, who would you invite?
One famous person over for dinner.
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
Mm-hmm.
I think, it have to be Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley. And we would have fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches with 4 pounds of bacon and some double quarter pounders with cheese from McDonald's. Even a Big Mac. You could come if you wanted.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah.
This would be fun with Elvis in bed, asking the questions. So how is it up there, man? Hey, well, it's good, man.
Do you prefer going out in the company of men or women?
Women. I like women. I really do. I think they're wonderful. Yeah, even as just friends and John and Yoko thing.
Oh, you're right.
John and Yoko. I'll be Yoko, and it's fine. We'll just sit here and talk about peace and your TV show and my record, and we'll just make millions.
How often do you think of sex on an average day?
I think many, many times, every few seconds.
What's your greatest fear?
Sorry, I'm thinking about sex, Torgen.
Oh, okay. Some of the girls come closer.
What's my
greatest fear? Failure, probably.
No, my greatest fear is losing the losing my loved one. I think I sometimes I don't like to think about it, but I don't know what I'm going to do when my grandpa passes away, or and obviously I wouldn't want to go before them because I don't want them to have to live through my death. But death of the people I love is pretty scary. Mm-hmm. Not of myself, but of them.
Which living person do you admire most?
My dad and my grandpa.
What book have you been reading currently?
I've been reading a lot of books. I've been reading it's called The Wit of Winston Churchill, which is a bunch of his quotes, and some of them aren't that great. Some of them are very some of them are smart, and I've been reading a Dan Brown book called Angels and Demons.
Mm-hmm.
And
I have that. I never finished it.
No, it's the Da Vinci Code was good.
Yeah.
But I read a lot. I read a heck of a lot. I've been reading another one called The Barefoot Doctor's Guide to Fame and Fortune, and pretty much it teaches you that fame and fortune, it's just crap. It's pretty much saying, listen, man, don't think about that stuff too much, and that's not how you should judge your happiness.
Okay. When was the last time you laughed?
Today, on the bed, 1,000,000 times with my little piece of poop.
When was the last time you cried?
Oh, you know what? It was about 3 weeks ago. I had been out on tour for a long time, and I wanted to go home. I hadn't been home, and I had 2 days in which to kind of rest in Vancouver, and I got snowed into Milan, and I don't know if I cried so much as I just lost it. It just was this horrible feeling of just like, please, God, I just want to go home. I want to see my family, So.
And.
But the last time I cried is every time I'm on an airplane and I travel a long way, I watch movies. You watch movies on your TV. And for whatever reason, every time I watch a movie on the airplane, it sucks me right in. I could be watching, like Austin Powers, and it gets to the end, and I'm like, Austin, it's so beautiful, the way that you and Dr. Evil. And I don't know what it is about airplanes. I get really emotional whenever I'm on an airplane. When I'm watching a movie. People, I think, is this not true? Does anyone else feel this way? Mm-mm. Anyway, I do. I watch the worst movies, and I sit there, and the end comes, and I'm just like a mess.
Oh. How would you describe yourself?
I hope caring. I hope generous. I hope, I think I always wanted... My dad used to always tell me that when people asked, what's your son like? And my dad, it was a weird analogy, but my dad used to say, he's the kind of kid that would never call a fat girl fat. And I always thought, yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Some guys, some people get me. I really care about people's feelings.
Aww. That's why we love you on this side. I was first concerned with.
This love has taken its toll on me.
You said goodbye one too many times before. That was it.
That's it.
That was the bad part.
All right, thank you. I enjoyed the bed part. I enjoyed very much being in bed with you.
In bed with Torgen.
All right.
Can't be always Madonna.
Have you ever been in bed with Madonna?
No. I don't want to be in bed with Madonna anymore.
Why?
I don't like her anymore.
I guess not. It would be against the Kabbalah religion to get in bed with her now. What about Guy?
Oh, I don't like him either.
No.
He's a homophobe prick.
Is he really?
He is. I'm sorry.
Is he really?
Yeah. He's such a... And ever since she got married to him, she's turning into this weird person.
You know who I'd like to be in bed with? Liza. Liza Minnelli.
Minnelli?
Yes.
Oh, well, you need a big bed. Dann können wir like that food.
I do like the
Du, Torgen, wir sind bereit.
Okay.
Michael,
Yes.
it's been a year since we last met.
Yeah, I missed you, actually.
I miss you too. I was like wondering, where's my buddy Michelle doing?
So you're doing good, though.
Yeah.
I love the new thing. I love the new stuff you do in the show.
Thank you.
You're
I
very
like
welcome.
your stuff.
Thank you very much.
And a lot of it has happened since last year. I mean,
Yeah.
you've become like a household name.
How about that? It's going good. I'm just missing Germany, but it's been amazing, man. I've been to about since I saw you last about 16 or 17 countries, maybe 20 countries, and it was much too long for me to get back here. Actually, remember last time we were here? There was the big festival. The big
You're right.
film
Film festival. You were doing interviews.
Yeah. No. But so I got to get back here though. I hope to get back in December or something.
Cool, because it's time you get to see you on stage.
I know. It's got to happen.
Yeah.
It's got to happen.
I remember Vivian, the girl that you met with the contestant.
Yeah, remember we went on the little date and stuff like that? Yeah, she was very sweet. That was a nice night. And now you, oh, hello.
Hello.
Let's just do an interview. What do you say? But now,
Ja.
Wegen der Bildstimmigkeit, willst du wirklich also auf der rechten Seite drauf?
Du hast mir doch gerade gesagt.
Ja, okay, dann können wir weitergehen.
I'm Misha.
and I know you ask, because you asked the guest the question, but I'm curious to know because, you're my friend and all that, and you're one of my few, yeah. Well, what's it like to interview, forget about me, but somebody like, Mariah Carey, because you got to go do that today.
Yeah.
And what's
That's
that?
gonna be a
Is
tough
it
one.
nerve-wracking?
That's tough, because you have like a big
Entourage.
sheet of paper saying
What you
what
can
I
ask?
can't do. She brought her own camera.
No.
Yes.
That's so weird.
That's going to be interesting.
And
Usually it's nice.
What are your favorite ones?
My favorite ones, Patti LaBelle.
Oh, that must have been
That
cool.
was wonderful. That was in Vienna.
Yeah.
And I was doing the interview, and then when she did her show, she was like, where's my new friend Torgen? She didn't say my name right.
Torgen.
The whole concert, she was like, she got me on stage.
No way.
And I was like, oh my God, oh,
That's
this
awesome.
is it. That was really
That is very
was-
cool.
that was-
And you've had a crappy one?
No, not really.
No one has been tough.
No, not. Yeah, no, there was one. I forget these things. There was one we did an interview. Duran, they were awful.
Oh, why? They're just out of control.
They did not want to do an interview. So.
You know what's funny is for the people at home, he sells my records. And it's so...
You sell your records because you're a good
Yeah, but
artist.
I come on your show and it gives me exposure. It's always weird to me that people, they don't want to do the interview. It's part of, you make the record, or you make the movie, the product, and then it's up to you, to let people know that it's there. To, here's your choice. You give them the choice. Here it is. Would you like to buy it? It's a new piece of poop. Would you, are you interested? And it's weird to me that they wouldn't want to come on, because they're only shooting themselves in the foot. And yesterday you had an interview with, what's the guy's name? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Chuck Palahniuk, yes.
You got to wonder a guy's mind, what he's thinking. The Fight Club, I mean.
Yeah, he was right in that room here.
Is that right? What he's thinking, what he comes up with.
Huh? Back to you.
No, you want to sit? Can we sit or something?
Yeah. That's it for me.
But you just want to sit on the edge here? Is that cool?
Yeah. Well, okay. Cool. Yeah.
If we just kind of like
nicer. On the question here before, you were saying that you had a point last year where it became all too much.
Yeah, for my own ego and stuff, I think I got to be a little bit of a dink. Yeah. It's hard, you play. It's really can be depressing, when I used to hear, stories about artists that got heavy into drugs, or got heavy into pills or booze and stuff like that, and I'd think, why would they do that, And it's because I understand now. You go on stage, and 10,000 people scream for you, and there's this beautiful energy, the huge energy that hits you, and you get pumped up, and you feel very high, and it really is a great high, and then you come off stage, and the next thing you know, you're sitting in a bus or an airplane, and you're by yourself, and it's quiet, and you come from so high, and whoom, all of a sudden it's you realize, and I think it took me a little while to realize, that part of it, the 10,000 people. Hi. That was funny. Oh, we gotta get a shot of that.
Fun look.
Let's just do one thing. I have a gift for you. It's not gonna happen. No. Do you see her face? She was like,
yeah, she was right away.
But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, you have to realize that it's not real. It's a fantasy, And the faster that you realize that part of your life, autographs or people screaming, is really a passing fancy. That's when it took me to get that before I said, oh, okay, it's almost like, it's hard to explain, but it really is not, it's a dream, it's only a dream, because at some point you wake up to reality. And of course, when reality isn't as, happy and la-ti-da-da as that, as being on stage, and, it is weird, though. It's tough. And I understand why people, if they don't have good people around them, to sort of say, hey, you're not that great. You're still an idiot, Just because they yell for you doesn't mean, that you're so good. I was lucky I had those people around me. I had tour managers and my manager and my mom and dad and stuff, and girlfriend said, just take it easy. And so many people, don't have that. And it starts to get out of control, a la Mariah.
So you have people that keep you grounded.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's the scary thing, though. You see, the bigger you get, and the more money that you bring in. When you start talking about bringing in millions and millions of dollars, and all of a sudden in a year, $30 or $40 million, people, they don't want to say anything bad to you anymore. They just, hi, you're so great, and you can be horrible, and you can be a jerk, and you can be really doing your job terribly, and you know this, and they'll still say, you're great, look what happened to Elvis by the end. The whole thing, everything was, alrighty, eat another donut, you're just amazing, you look good,
I was worried before we met today, because it's been a year, and so much has happened. I was like, I wonder if he has changed. If there's if I get like a writer that like, I'm not supposed to ask.
No.
So I'm glad it hasn't.
No, it won't change either. And I think that the important thing is, man, this stuff doesn't last forever. Perhaps it won't last forever, and perhaps every record I put out won't sell 6 million copies, but if I just am nice and I just continue to just do it the right way, then when it ends, I can go back to reality saying, that was fun. That was fun, and I didn't take it too seriously. Wow, this is a busy hotel.
What was that, him? Was that him? Did he just go in that room?
No, bekam Zeitung.
Ach so,
A maid or something? A maid?
no,
Hi there, how are you?
Echt? Ging der jetzt mal mit Zeitung rein?
Die Zimmerdame.
Ach so, weil der ist wahrscheinlich gar nicht mehr da.
Mit Karten und so wahrscheinlich.
Okay,
Das Bett
no. That's pretty much it, I think.
Okay. So I guess when does everybody see this?
Next week?
Is that before? When does Wetten Dass come out?
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
You're
No.
on a live show.
Is it Wetten Dass live?
Yeah.
Oh, well then I guess.
50 million people.
Wow. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So I guess I get to see them after. This comes out after that.
You're right.
So I'll have already done that.
Yeah.
Did they know we're taping this after though, or do we pretend that we're already?
No, they know it. It's,
Okay. So I hope you liked Wetten Dass then, because I don't know. Maybe I'll suck. I hope I'm
Cut
good.
that out because it's the wrong network.
Oh, good. I understand. It's a different network. Very good. Very good.
They're
We have that
weird.
too at home too. It's like
Yeah,
that.
they're just weird because Nina, she's like big German star. 99 Red Balloons.
Yeah, I know who she is. Yeah.
And she was supposed to be on the show tomorrow. She was supposed to
She's
be
supposed
on
to,
the
but
show,
now-
but they kicked her out because she did the theme song for a new show on our network.
Oh, it's
And
that
they
political.
knew that they knew that in advance, but all of a sudden they acted like, oh, we didn't know it would come on that often. And it's #1 in Germany, and they kicked her out of the show because
wow.
of that. Which is #1.
Well, it's okay in America. In America, it's the same thing. If you go on David Letterman, they don't want you on Leno. If you go on, if you go on The View, they don't want you on Oprah. It's always like
Wetten
that.
Dass, they have like a 6-week rule. You can't do any other show. You can't perform in any other show.
Because it's got to be the
6
biggest.
weeks. Yeah.
No.
That's pretty weird. I mean, they kicked me out.
Yeah.
That's like the #1 song in Germany.
I love that song. Growing up, I love that song.
No, that was
That he won the election
I know.
on feeding the fears of people and saying, oh, gays should have no right. No rights. Not the same rights as regular human beings. Human beings. They're human beings.
I don't know. It's hard for me because I always loved America.
Yeah.
But it's like for me the situation now it's so divided. It's a divided country.
I think it's
and that's really making me sad.
As a Canadian, I always try to think to myself, it's important to not blame the American people for the government that they haven't.
Mama, schnell den Haken hier.
Was?
Very natural.
But Peter.
Hey, Michael!
Hey, Torgen, how are you, Paul?
How are you? Nice to see you again.
Long time.
Yeah.
You doing good?
Yeah. How are you?
I'm great. I'm excited to be here.
So ready for
Yes, whatever you want.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's do it.
Super.
Na bestens.
Das
Das normal. Damen
Das ist so natural.
Mach nochmal. Bloß mal kurz umarmen. Ich will das nochmal haben.
Wir müssen jetzt mal langsam.
Wir müssen los.
Wir müssen auch
This is
langsam
Mariah.
warten, das nächste.
Okay, one more hug. Okay.
Nice to see you.
Ouch.
I love it.